Hi guys, this is Spartan765. Today I'm doing a more detailed review on my G3. Something more specific about the origins of the rifle and what else have you. This particular G3 is a PTR-91, or this G3 style rifle is a PTR-91 or PTR-91F to be specific, manufactured by PTR-91 Incorporated, based out of Farmington, Connecticut. These are 100% made in the USA, and they're all made on, well, there's parts that are from Germany, from H&K, but the receivers and barrels, all made in the USA by PTR-91. All stuff that is made in the USA instead of Germany is made on H&K licensed machinery that was purchased from Portugal, that was made by H&K for the Portuguese army, and then the Portuguese no longer used the G3, so they sold it to PTR-91. So these are 100% exact. They're actually better than the H&K 91s. I have spent time with an H&K 91. Thought it was one of the best rifles I'd ever shot. And this thing came along. Keep in mind, these aren't cheap. These will set you back about $1,500–1,600 for a PTR-91. But I go for performance over. I really don't care that much about price. I want to get something that's going to be good. This is more accurate, like I said, than an H&K 91 from my experiences. There are a couple of things that make that possible. First off, here, the barrel on it is a match grade 5-groove button rifled barrel. It's a heavy barrel. It's thicker than the regular barrel. It's free floated, just like, well, the H&K 91 is free floated too, but that is a contributor. But the heavy barrel and the match grade barrel make it a little more accurate. Another thing about it is it has the precision peep sight on it. The H&K 91 or G3, regular G3 peep sight, has the holes drilled a little bigger. These ones are pretty small, so you can get pretty accurate shots off of it. Another thing is, this doesn't contribute to the accuracy, but it has this little dial here on the side, this little knob, instead of using a screwdriver, so it's easier to adjust. When I shoot it, I just shoot your basic, I only shoot one type of ammo with this rifle, and that's American Eagle, full metal jacket, 308 Winchester. That's what it's sighted in for, that's what it's zeroed for, that's what it's broken in with, and that's what I'm going to use. Doesn't mean I'm not open to using different types of ammunition, but that's just what it's zeroed for. It's a very, very accurate rifle, with no wind and about 20 degrees Celsius outside. I was able to get about 13 centimeter groups at 200 meters with it, 5-shot groups. That's just using an ammo can with a towel on it. It's very, very easy to shoot accurate with this. With a scope, I would imagine it could probably do about 4 or 5, maybe, probably 3 to 5 centimeter groups at 200. Maybe better than that, because this is a target rifle. It's precision. Precision target rifle is what PTR-90 or PTR stands for. I'm very pleased with it. We'll go over a little bit of the history about this type of rifle. The G3 was made by the Germans, was developed by the Germans, based off of the Spanish Setme, which was actually designed by a German who left Germany after World War II. So the design origin originally is German. But the guy, I can't remember the name of the guy who designed it, went to Germany, gave his design to the Spanish Army. Most Setme and G3 parts are fully interchangeable. I think with the exception of a couple trigger parts. I don't remember exactly what they were called. Oh yeah, and the front sight post and the whole front sight assembly isn't interchangeable. Okay, oh yeah, we forgot to do the safety check. Make sure the gun's loaded or unloaded. Just, there we go. Mag's loaded. Keep that mag loaded all the time in case some fucker tries to break into the house. Somebody breaks into the house and threatens me, they gonna die. No doubt about it, they gonna die. Or they're either gonna get a couple of my shotgun beanbag rounds in the nuts. Either that, or they're gonna get a 308. One of the two. Personally, though, I prefer the shotgun beanbag rounds to the nuts, just because it would scar them for life. Wouldn't be able to do anything after that. I wouldn't feel sorry for him either. Be a good YouTube video. Okay, now, to check to make sure the firearm is not loaded, I'm going to pull back onto the release. Oh, that's another thing I like about the PTR-91s over the Century set maze. They got a rubberized handle, just like the regular G3. I don't like the set maze too much. Well, the Century ones anyway, because they're crap. Anything Century makes is crap. It's unloaded, as you can clearly see. Okay, let me just close the release here, or the bolt, not release, bolt. There you go, bolt's closed. The trigger on it, I've done a trigger job to it. Got the pull down to about 2 kilograms. I hope to make it a 2-stage. I'm working on that right now. So you can pull it. So you can pull the trigger, and when it gets right before it's about to actually let the hammer fall, that it stops and it clicks and stops. So then after that it'll be just about, just a hair trigger. I'm working on that right now. It's actually half-assed done. I just put it back together for the review. I'm just filing out a little notch in the sear for that right now. I should get that done probably by tomorrow. Trigger jobs do help the accuracy. These things do got a pretty crappy trigger pull on them when you buy them. They got about a 5-kilogram trigger pull, and it's just ridiculous. That's for German Braunschweig safety standards. That's their trigger pull. I think it's ridiculous, but whatever. I can do a trigger job, make it lighter. You got your standard flash hider on the front there. Pretty basic. It's your standard G3 flash hider. Got the aluminum dust cover here. Free floated barrel, cocking tube right here. It's free floated. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering about the PTR-91's G3 style, it is normal for the cocking tube to be able to wiggle around in there. That is perfectly normal. I got asked a question about that, so I figured why not answer it. Another thing about it is, about these guns, are the G3 magazines for them. Steel versus aluminum. I got 16 aluminum magazines and 1 steel magazine. Personally, I like the aluminum ones better. They're lighter and they don't rust. I just got the steel one in here now, just because I do, I guess. Oh yeah, like I said, this is the ammo I fire. I'll do a more specific review on this later. Just 308 Winchester. It's made by American Eagle. 150 grain. Full metal jacket. It's great, cheap, accurate ammo. Okay, oh yeah, the handguard on here you're looking at is milled aluminum. It has screw holes drilled and tapped for Picatinny rails, which I plan to get on it later. I just got to finish a couple shotgun builds first I'm working on. When the money comes around, I'll be doing that, which is probably going to be in about a month or so. I'm going to buy myself another AK-47 after that and do a review on that later. Oh yeah, just for the record here, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the selector switch on the gun goes from safe, semi, well, safe ein, which is ein in German, which is 1, full. Now, this is just a full auto trigger shell. There isn't a trigger retarder in there or anything like that, so it isn't really fully automatic. You can flip it down to full and it'll still only shoot semi. I just put the shell in here because it looks a little more badass. No, I don't have the full auto bolt carrier for it or the full auto trigger pack, because if I possess this shell, and I had to modify this to get it to fit on here, if I possess the shell, it is illegal for me to possess the pack and the full auto bolt carrier. I think it is. I'm not going to risk it. It is still semi-auto and still complies to all ATF and government regulations. So that's if you're wondering that. Although I do got a Hellfire for it, and that really does. I got it. I'm so good with that. It works just like full auto regularly. I love it. But if you guys got any comments or questions, feel free to send me a message. So, bye-bye.